Attention all cryptocurrency holders and investors. The Gaussian channel has predicted all of Bitcoin's biggest moves, and it's sending shockwaves through the industry with what it's saying next, because these patterns keep repeating. Every single cycle, we come down and we touch the Gaussian channel. For the first time in the entire bull run, we touch the Gaussian channel. And every time we do that, we have a big bounce. In 2014, it was 100% bounce off the Gaussian channel, only to roll over and collapse into an absolute bloodbath. Fast forward to the next market cycle, 2018, you can see we were nowhere near the Gaussian channel for the entirety of the bull run. But once we came down and touched the Gaussian channel, that's right, we had a huge bounce, got the market really excited, only to roll over, collapse into an absolute bloodbath. Fast forward 2019, same thing. Gaussian channel, we touched here, 40% bounce. 2021, was that different? No, it was not. We had the Gaussian channel, we were nowhere near it. As soon as we came down to touch it in the midst of the bull run, what did we do? Right on schedule, right on cue, we had enter huge bounce. And make sure that huge bounce gets everybody really, really excited. It makes everybody super bullish, and make sure it has everybody looking for higher prices in meme coins and you name it. And what did it do? 137% bounce, only to roll over into an absolute bloodbath. Well, what's happening today? Is today different? Well, enter the bull run, enter the market cycle here, enter the first touch point here, and enter huge bounce. And make sure this huge bounce gets everybody really excited and focused on these meme coins and 1000x this and million%x that, only to what? So far in history, we've had these bounces every single time from these market cycles touching the Gaussian channel, and every single time it's ended the same way. Now, one thing that you may be thinking right now is, hey, this 2014, this 2018, this 2019, these were failed rallies, meaning this didn't make a higher high, that's why it rolled over. This didn't make a higher high, that's why it rolled over. This didn't make a high, that's why it rolled over. And this one made a higher high. So is this time different? Are we possibly in a scenario where this thing could blast off further? That's what we're going to cover in this video, as well as what could be the gruesome move that happens next. Let's get into it. Warning, time is running out. The sale is about to end. Don't miss out.
I was trading primarily with emotions.
I got stuck in trades because I didn't know what I was doing.
Don't you just wish that there was buy and sell alerts that could be sent to your phone? The key is right here in front of you.
And now with Steve's plan, I'm actually up 32,000.
I experienced my first big winning trades over 100%.
This thing is a game changer. Your transformation happens today.
Don't be scared. Take the leap. It is amazing. It'll change your life. It'll change mine.
So here we are, Bitcoin US dollar index, and today we're on the weekly chart. And what we've got in front of us is the Gaussian channel. If you go to your indicators and you type Gaussian channel, it will come up right here. And you're going to type this Gaussian channel right here with 5.9K likes, and you're not going to change any of the settings. You're just going to throw on the weekly chart, and then it will look precisely like this. And when you're going to roll it in, I want you to look at all of the data, especially dating back to 11 years ago when we had that first bounce, where the 104%. And what I want to really dig into is this 122% bounce we saw right here, and is this time different? Let's dig into that. In order to really understand, we're going to break down each scenario, and we're going to look for hidden clues, and these hidden clues are going to tell us what is about to happen next. So 2014, everything was smooth sailing until we touched the Gaussian channel, right? Keep in mind, we had our market cycle top here, and then we crash down to touch the Gaussian channel. Now, every time we're in a bull run and we crash down, almost every human on earth is chanting, buy the dip, buy the dip. Hey, you gotta buy the dip. This chart right here tells you when not to buy the dip. or when to buy the dip to time it correctly to make a lot of profit. But a lot of the folks saying buy the dip are assuming that we're just going to blast off to the moon. So they just scream out buy the dip. They don't know what else to say. So when we crashed down here and everyone said buy the dip, we did bounce 104%, but it's a fake out bounce. Okay, we got nowhere near the prior all-time high, and it was a failed rally, meaning we didn't create a higher high, which results in a textbook failed rally. A textbook failed rally typically rolls over and we get trapped in the Gaussian channel. The Gaussian channel, as I always say on this channel, it's quicksand. If you've watched my channel for years, we've called some of the biggest calls in the market because of the Gaussian channel and because of the quicksand. So in 2014, failed rally, rolled over, and we were trapped under the Gaussian channel for a few hundred days. And we didn't get back out of the Gaussian channel until we were in the next bull cycle, okay? Now, fast forward 2018. 2018, we're flying sky high, and it's a textbook monumental wave of bullishness entering the market. And we saw that first initial crash down. And go back and watch any videos from that time period. Everybody's like, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. But it's a failed rally. It's a trick. And if you know the Gaussian channel, you know this trick. Bitcoin plays this trick every cycle, and it still tricks people every single cycle. So this actually turned into a failed rally. We rolled over. We got trapped inside the Gaussian channel for a few hundred days, and we didn't get back out of the Gaussian channel until we were in the next bull cycle, okay? And when you fast forward to that 2021, right? 2021, we were in that bull cycle, and we crashed down. When we crashed down, is at about 30,000. So we had already had our first top, although nobody knew it at the time, but we had that first crash down. And what is everybody saying? Buy the dip, buy the dip. You know, we're going to 100K, we're going to 200K, 300K, 500K, you know, meme coins, whatever it is. And what happened was in this cycle, we actually made a higher high. It was the first time that we bounced off the Gaussian channel and made a higher high. We had never done that before. In the 2014, we bounced and it was a failed rally, meaning we didn't make a higher high. In 2018, we bounced, but it was a failed rally, meaning we didn't make a higher high. In this 2021, it was like, oh my God, we made a higher high. Is this time going to be different? Are we going to continue to rally? And the answer was overwhelmingly no. Why? Well, when we made a higher high, we actually made bearish divergence. And bearish divergence typically marks market cycle tops. And that's precisely what it did. The market didn't care that we made a higher high. In fact, that was irrelevant to Bitcoin. We bounced just like we were supposed to. We bounced into bearish divergence, which is huge trouble. We bounced 137%. Most people are like, oh my God, we bounced so high. We bounced higher than this 40. We bounced higher than this 55. We bounced higher than this 100. All of those things are true. The market didn't care. It created bearish divergence, which is undisputable. That's ridiculously strong evidence that the top was in. So what did we do? We rolled over and we got trapped inside the Gaussian. You look at the Gaussian channel, it just sucks you in like quicksand. And once you get into quicksand, you can't get out. You can't get out. Have you ever been trapped in quicksand? You don't want to mess with that. Look at every time we've entered the Gaussian channel. It's acted as quicksand. Not up for debate. And in 2021, it was no difference. We got sucked in. We got trapped inside this Gaussian channel. And it was several hundred days of being trapped in there. And we didn't get back out of the Gaussian channel until when? Until we were in that next bull cycle. Warning, time is running out. The sale is about to end. Don't miss out. Get money-making buy and sell alerts directly to your phone. It works for Bitcoin and all altcoins. Sign up now and make 5 times more in this cycle with my indicator bundle. Best of all, this is the largest ever discount we have ever had on the indicator bundle. The problem? It's only for a limited time. Save an extra $250 off when you sign up with crypto. This is your chance to start dominating. CryptoCrewUniversity.com. Don't miss out. Clock is ticking. So which brings us to this cycle. And everyone's saying, hey, this time is different, blah, blah, blah. Well, what did Bitcoin do? It got out of the Gaussian channel. It entered the extreme bull run. And it did exactly what it was supposed to. it was rallying high. And then we got to the 70K and we formed in this bull flag and everyone started freaking out. And we just, hey, stay level headed. This is a bull flag. This is a bullish formation. And everyone's like, well, we touched the Gaussian channel. Yes, but every time we touch the Gaussian channel, we've literally had a big bounce every single time. So what is there to worry about? We had that big bounce. We rallied all the way up. And again, a lot of people will say, hey, we rallied higher. We made a higher high, which is a pretty valid point. The first few times, the first 3 times, we made lower high, failed rally. 2018, lower high, failed rally. 2019, lower high, failed rally. But we have to be honest with the fact that this cycle so far is playing out pound for pound, move for move, like 2021. In 2021, we did make a higher high. Not up for debate. The market didn't care. Bitcoin didn't care. Why? The Gaussian channel is that powerful. The Gaussian channel is that guy. You don't want to mess with that guy. That guy is consistent every single time doing the same thing and every single time tricking the high majority of humans that are in crypto. So let's not make that happen again. What we've seen happen since then is just more of the same of what's happened every time we've done this. Now, we can see we rallied up 122% bounce, pretty much around the same area that we did, 137 last time, 122 this time. And here we are today seeing that start of the downfall towards the Gaussian channel, which is what we did back here. And what you want to keep in mind is any suction into the Gaussian channel could turn into an absolute bloodbath. So keep a close eye on where the Gaussian channel is. And just to state the obvious, I'm going to state this for the record yet again. There are 2 things that Bitcoin has on its side to potentially save the day. Number 1, that 70K area of support. That 70K area is where we spent multiple months, almost the whole year of 2024 as resistance. And we spent the same double top area for a few hundred days as resistance there, which means when you break your resistance, it's supposed to be our support. In other words, to keep it simple, 70K has the most confluence out of any number in Bitcoin. That is the area. If Bitcoin were to break that, it's pretty obvious that the top is in. At that point, it'll be undisputable. The other thing that Bitcoin has on its side is the weekly stochastic RSI cross. That has to hold us above 70 and take us to a new all-time high. If all of those things become true, we never go below 70, we have a stochastic RSI cross, and it takes us to a new all-time high, we can break all of these patterns in the face of Bitcoin and laugh at Bitcoin because it finally was defeated. That is what we have on our side. However, all of those things have to be true simultaneously. What do you think is going to happen with this Gaussian channel? Leave your comments down below. From Mark, Steve's education made all the difference. We profited $50,000. From Dr. George, in just 1 week, I made $70,000 profit using Steve's indicators. Carl, I made 300% trade with his system. CryptoCrewUniversity.com. Don't miss out. Clock is ticking.